After Shower Hour, Quirky Caro. So, randomly today, my daughter and I were watching the Met Gala, and some of those fashions were quite questionable. But again, I can't afford any of them, so they are all fabulous. But there was this one guy, he looked very handsome. I said, ooh, he's cute. And of course, my daughter, anytime I say that, she's like, ew, you have the worst taste in the world. And I was like, it doesn't matter who it is. You're just going to be the worst taste in the world unless it's your dad, who is happily engaged, happily over there, and I'm happily over here. So, and I was like, how are you going to say that? How are you going to say I have the worst taste when she's 13, two men in my life, two have been very present in her life. One's her father, and the other is my ex-husband. Everyone else, she barely even knows their name. I'm like, do you know? She's like, well, I heard you say this name. And I'm like, yeah, well, I'm giving you examples because she's at the age where it's kind of like, hey, I kind of like this boy. He's kind of cute. He's not messaging me. And I'm like, don't do it, blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I remember when I was in high school, I dated so-and-so. Or I remember I dated so-and-so. But that's it. Like, don't even really know their name. So I'm like, even the guy that I saw, technically weren't dating, according to him, did a lot of dating activities. But anyways, the guy that I saw for 4 years, after she was born, she like knows his name because we've been friends since. But no, she knows Chef, not even his real name, but just the fact, because in my phone, when we were conversating and texting, she's like, oh, Chef again, because it would pop up on my, while we're in the car or whatever, because I haven't synced. But other than that, like, she don't know. And if any of these guys outside of my ex-husband and her dad was in a lineup or I waved to them, she would not know who they are because she don't know. There's only been a few people in my life in the last 13 years, but she don't know them. But all I'll say is I told her, she's like, well, Mom, if you actually had a good history of dating outside my father, then you would be married now. And I'm like, she says, who? Like, who? Where do you base this upon? And so now I feel a little guilty because I feel like as a parent, I failed her of showing her healthy, good relationships. And then I also feel a little slighted because she's like, yeah, dad can do no wrong. He can do no wrong. But as soon as I'm like, oh, this guy's cute or whatever, she's like, no, horrible taste. Can't do it. I know she's a teenager, and that's got to take it with stride. But lucky for her, no one actually wants me. So I don't even have contenders to date. So lucky for her. But if I did, I probably would mess it up anyways. That's unfortunately my track record. And I probably would be overcome with, besides messing it up on my own, because I don't need any help. Got that on lock. Just talk to some of my exes and people from my past. But on top of that, I would definitely be like, oh, well, very cautious because my daughter, she is beyond amazing. But she's a tough cookie. And she just don't like everybody. And she will make it very known. If she's uncomfortable with you, she doesn't like you, she doesn't want to speak to you. She has a beautiful soul and she has a big heart. But if you're not her cup of tea, you're not gonna make the cut. And that's too much drama. I have so much else going on in life. So I'm gonna be good. Sadly, because why not date? But she'll be 18 in 5 years, so it is what it is. But that's the conversation we had after watching the Met Gala, and all I said was the guy was cute. And I went on this whole like train of how my relationships are horrible and the people I pick are horrible and how, I don't have good taste. I think I have amazing taste, but it is what it is. And again, she's in luck because ain't no one wanting this. Not in those aspects, but so 5 more years, y'all, and I might lose that weight, my extra weight, and then be back on the dating train. Maybe, probably not. Probably just guys have a wonderful evening. Bye.